what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we've just got the update that just dropped a couple of minutes ago. It's been a long maintenance and a lot of people were just playing squad busters in between maintenance. So let me know also you want to see some squad busters, whether it's here or on the second channel. But now we're just going to be buying all of the hypercharges that are in the shop right now. As far as I know, there's no type of event where you can get this free hypercharge, which is kind of sad. I'm hoping there's some cool event in the future. Here's just a really cool screen of all the pins I got animated, which you absolutely love to see. And let's just go through and spend a bunch of gems. Again, like, I've got to show you buying these, because or else I'm just wasting my gems privately. You guys have got to see the process of me buying the hypercharges. But let me know as well through first instincts what's your favorite hypercharge going to be out of the 6. And we're also going to be streaming with all of these hypercharges later today. My first instinct is that Gene Max Sandy is going to be a broken combination. These three brawlers used to be so broken like 3 years ago. Literally an infamidable trio. They just work so well in synergy, and I'm pretty scared. The Brock one seems pretty cool. I think it might be a bit better than I made it out, but it's not going to be as broken as some people make out. And then finally we have Nita's Hyper Baron, which is going to be so good for wasting the opponent's ammo and forcing them into spawn. And then at last, of course, we've got Tick. We don't like Tick. Tick's hypercharge isn't even that great, so let's test out all of these in-game. Alright guys, jumping into the first hypercharge we're going to be testing out is Nita's hypercharge called Hyper Baron. So this is going to be really good in heist. The problem is with the heist meta now, there's just too many brawlers that probably deal damage much quicker than Anita, but I guess low trophies is going to be pretty insane. Let's see if we can kill this Biko. Okay, at least we've got a bear down. Yeah, the problem is I've tried it a few times already, and it's either I haven't even got my hypercharge in time, or I don't know, or I just can't get my hypercharge because people outrange me. So you can just see here, Melody, Miko, it's just going to be so annoying to face off against. But I'm close to my hypercharge. I mean, I'm just going to leave Miko here because I have my hypercharge bear. And what are they going to do? We need to take down this Rico though, because that gadget deals so much damage to our bear. Unfortunately got taken down a little bit too quickly. Hopefully I can get my next bear. Oh, bro, I should have actually got that shot onto Melody. All is good. I don't know why our Melody is defending a Miko, because Melody does so much damage in comparison to a Miko. Our Melody is just going to fly over to the safe, and that's going to be pretty good. So hopefully we can get this. That's actually hilarious, the fact that we just took that Melody out fast. Another super on the safe. Probably could have waited for a hypercharge there, but it doesn't really matter too much. I think my teammates should be able to follow up with the win right here. So that's beautiful. So the hypercharge didn't really do too much in that situation. I still feel like it gets taken down quite quickly by a lot of the highest meta brawlers, but I think it's going to be really fun. The fact that you can cycle it so quickly, it's going to be really good in game mode like Brawl, for example. I think Nita's definitely going to get a lot better, not broken, but a lot stronger. Let's hop into the next one. Let's jump into the second hypercharge. Is Brock's hypercharge called Rocket Barrage. So what this hypercharge does, it shoots out a ton of rockets in a more confined area. So that's definitely going to make his hypercharge more consistent. It doesn't actually deal more damage though, but it just looks better, if you get what I mean. It doesn't deal more damage to the high save, for example. I'm going to use super here to try and kill Maze. Beautiful. We should be able to defend this. I think, yeah, he needs to use a stun. Beautiful from the Sandy. I'm glad he used his stun there. Most people would have just let the Jackie run forward and think they had enough time, but well played from the Sandy. So let's just break open this wall as well. So I've tested this out a few times. I think it's not going to be the greatest, to be honest, mainly because Brock still has some glaring weaknesses, and this hypercharge doesn't fix that, which of course I don't want, but you get what I mean. Other hypercharges kind of fix the brawler's weaknesses sometimes, and with Brock it's just more consistent damage. So let's just use it on the Jackie here. Like you can see, it looks like it does a lot, but at the same time, does it really? I think it's going to help him out in a more competitive setting, because just the hypercharge alone, getting a stat boost, everything else, does really help a brawler out. But at the same time, his super is already really strong with his more rocket star power. Also, if you didn't know, the more rocket star power combines with the hypercharge, so make sure you're using this star power every single time now. It's just destroying us here. Let's pass over. Oh yeah, we've got this hypercharge Sandy super. Should have made more use of that. That's okay. Let's just use super against Jackie. We should be able to cycle close to our next one. Beautiful. One shot away from our next hypercharge super. Let's see if we can do anything. Probably want to aim for the more squishy brawlers. I don't know. It didn't really work too much last time around. How can we even hit this Jackie? Come on. We need a better pinch than this, guys. There we go. Hypercharge super. Let's use it on a Jackie if we can. Beautiful. How much damage did that even do? Like, she was able to roll 2,500 damage. Really? That just isn't enough, is it? Come on. Come on, Brock Hypercharge. Like, I'd rather just use my normal super in most scenarios. And of course, just going to find a way to score here. I don't know. I'm a little bit underwhelmed by this one. I know a lot of people disagreed with my ranking in my sneak peeks, but for this reason, there's hardly any moments of making pop-off plays. And I just feel like my normal Brock super just does damage quicker. So, I mean, maybe this will get a buff in the future. Let's just see. Let's see. Maybe I'm completely wrong with how I'm using it. Let's see if we can score this goal. Come on, come on, come on. I don't think we can because there's a Jackie super. Yeah, there's just no chance, unfortunately. That's a rip. Right. Brock Hypercharge. I think it looks cool. I don't think it's going to be all too good. I think it might get stronger just because of he gets that boost in stat increase, just like Bell, for example. But the Hypercharge super itself isn't really that good. So that's Brock. Let's hop into the next one. Guys, jumping into the next Hypercharge, which is Tick's Hypercharge. It's going to be pretty hard to use Tick in Brawl because, yeah, Tick sucks in Brawl. Even though it's an unpopular opinion because it seems like every single random uses Tick. On Brawl and Hot Zone, for example, it's going to be pretty hard. But at least we'll get a lot of super cycling from these tanks. Okay, I'm using my mania as well, and I'm using, I don't even know what it's, automatic, just because I want to spam out as many shots as possible and try and cycle through my Hypercharges. Otherwise, I'd literally use the exact opposite build. So yeah, don't take advice from this gameplay. I just want to cycle Hypercharge supers as much as possible. So actually already got quite a lot of supercharge already. I kind of see now why they made it so it takes 4 supers to get your Hypercharge super, else it probably would have been pretty toxic. Already got our Tick Hypercharge, which is crazy. Come on, just give me one more shot, please. Someone. One more shot, Buzz. Just walk into it. Okay. Really? I'm hoping BB can win that fight. Come on. No. Okay, we're just going to have to let this one go in. We've got our Hypercharge super. Let's see whether it actually does anything. Let's see. I rated this at number 6, so let's see if I was underrating it. I mean, we're going to spam out some shots here. I mean, BB's just going to knock my back. I actually managed to cycle through to another one, and then that one just exploded as well with water mines. Okay, that is... It's a lot of zone control. Let's just say that. A lot of control. Forcing your opponents all the way back. Have I underrated this Hypercharge? I don't know. I feel like it's actually better than the Brock's one, in all honesty. Like, how crazy is that to say? I absolutely hate Tick, but it might actually be better. So let's pop this next super. I don't think I've got enough time to defend this. Oh, we just saved it in time. I'm actually dealing so much damage to the opponents. Like, crazy damage. Crazy, crazy. And we already got our next Hypercharge. Okay. Have I underrated it? I mean, the actual Hypercharge super itself didn't really do too much. But the fact that you cycle through it so quickly might be a game changer. Right. One shot from super. Give me it. Yes, there we go. Hypercharge super. Let's just spam out some shots. Go on, Tickhead. Go, 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 go. Please. Leon, do something. Nice. There we go. 20 seconds left to try and score. I'm liking this. I'm having fun with Tick. How dare I say that? I can't believe I just said that. No one ever clipped that. That was definitely not me. Edited. Right, another super to go. Go, Tickhead. Go. Another cycle. Just keep spamming. Keep spamming. Just keep spamming these heads. Go, 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 go. Tickheads, go. Come on, surely we score this. Beautiful. Okay, I know I was facing off against triple tanks and they weren't the best of players. But I can see why they made it so long to get this Hypercharge super. I think it will connect onto a lot of brawlers more than I realized. I don't think it's going to be like game breaking, but it's definitely going to improve Tick. So if you like Tick, get this Hypercharge. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the next Hypercharge we're going to be testing out. It's Gene's Hypercharge called Hyper Hands. So I've already played it a few times. I'm a little bit sad that it's not as good as I was hoping for with Gene, but it's going to be really good in like combinations, and it still might change the game once the game. It's just that it takes you forever to charge through it. So I will stress straight away that it's more important now more than ever to hit your pulls. I know I say that and I miss a lot of pulls myself, but you just need to hit your pulls. It's the only way that you'll cycle through to this Hypercharge, or else it just takes forever. So Mortis should be able to score. Okay, no. It's not going to score that. Hopefully I can get out Piper's range. Right, we're just going to hit an auto aim pull onto Piper here. We should be able to confirm the kill. Beautiful. There we go. We're close to Hypercharge already because we hit that pull, which is great. You're going to see a lot of the same Max Sandy Gene, or just Max and Sandy in general this update, by the way. Be prepared for this meta because both of their Hypercharges are pretty cool. We've still got to take a look at them pretty soon. So yeah, let's just push into these guys. We should be able to get the Max down. Oh, okay. We did feed Sandy, but that's all good. We've got a Hypercharge. That was a complete waste of a Sandy super, by the way. I don't know why he would really do that. I'm using a health gear, by the way, because vision gear is just pointless on this map. We've got our Hypercharge. Let's see if we can use it in a clutch situation. No, there's no point. Let's just try and bait out Max. I mean, Max hasn't even got a Hypercharge. Beautiful, beautiful. Right. Now I've got a Hypercharge Super. I kind of just want to auto-aim this and see where it goes. We're just going to throw it out here. I'm going to pull both of them towards us. Okay, that really works with like a brawler like Jackie, for example. If you have someone that can deal some quick damage, it's going to be good. But that's going to be very rare. Those moments are going to be very, like, far and in between. If you get what I mean. That just rhymed, and Mortis just scored. Right, so that's going to be Gene's Hypercharge. I think it's going to be decent. I don't think it's going to be as good as the other ones. At least it's got a Hypercharge. At least the stat boosts are going to be pretty good for him. So that's going to be the next one. Let's hop into Max now. Okay, so jumping into the next Hypercharge, which I'm very scared about. It's the Max Hypercharge. So this might be like the second best one, in all honesty. It's not even that great of a Hypercharge itself, but just think of the stat boost you get with the max speed and then the energy drink as well. Max literally is going to be faster than Lightning. Like, she's going to be so insanely fast. And you think about Max with just... whenever Max is strong in the meta, it can be pretty toxic because it can just enable so many good compositions. It's been a while since she's been really strong, but at the same time, I don't know. Right, we've already got one max speed, so let's just use it with our Colt to try and get into Melody's face. Also, it's going to be better to use the Supercharge star power, I think, with this Hypercharge now, because it will still charge your Hypercharge if you have your Super C here. Getting close to this Hypercharge right now. We're going to wait for our BB to respawn. Let's try and keep some good positioning though. And now we've got a Hypercharge Super. Let's just pop it. Let's just see how fast we go right here. We also just get somebody stat boost. So we just got to run through everything. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Imagine Tensai with this Hypercharge. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just so glad I retired because that's just impossible to face. I mean, I'll just target ban that brawler every single game against Tensai. No chance that I leave that brawler open. It's going to be absolutely insane in the right hands. Right, Colt should be able to score here. I think you should be able to pass over to BB. Beautiful. So yeah, look out for Max in this meta. I think it's definitely going to be a Hypercharge you're wanting to get. One of the better ones that I've tested out for sure. It's a scary proposition. Let's hop into the final one now. Okay, so now jumping into the final brawler that's got a Hypercharge is Sandy. And I think Sandy is going to be the best out of all of these new Hypercharges. Main reason being it's really quick to cycle to. Sandy's super already is one of the best in the game, but the extra movement speed is insane, and then you even silence people with this super. Absolutely crazy. So it's all about that first super cycle. It is with a lot of these new Hypercharge brawlers, but in, like, specifically Sandy and Gene. Get that first super, make sure you cycle effectively, and then look at this. I've already got my Hypercharge super. Use your first super, sneak around, try and get as much value as possible. And now we're Hypercharge Super. Let's just throw it as far up as possible here. Silence the opponents. I've got a stun as well. The movement speed is just crazy. So strong. This Hypercharge is going to be crazy. Like, I've literally tested it out once. And I know it's going to be one of the best Hypercharges in the game. Absolutely 100%. Look at this. How frightening is a max speed Sandy? Imagine a max super with this as well. I can't wait to test that out later on stream. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of all the new Hypercharges in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.